In the tapestry of ancient philosophy, Parmenides emerges as a luminous thread, weaving through the intellectual landscape of his time with pioneering insights that challenged the very fabric of prevailing beliefs. Born in Elea, a Greek colony in Italy around 515 BCE, Parmenides' life unfolded against the backdrop of a rich philosophical milieu. His era saw the zenith of Greek enlightenment, marked by the profound musings of eminent thinkers like Pythagoras and Heraclitus. Parmenides, however, stood apart, guided not only by the currents of his epoch but also by a distinct personal ethos that shaped his approach to knowledge and existence. Parmenides' journey into the depths of metaphysics was not merely a scholarly pursuit. It was a visceral exploration of the nature of reality itself. Steeped in the philosophical currents of his time, Parmenides distinguished himself by delving into the fundamental question of existence. His contemporaries grappled with the material and the ephemeral, yet Parmenides, driven by an innate curiosity and intellectual fearlessness, sought to unravel the essence that lay beneath the surface of appearances. Parmenides is considered the founder of the Eleatic school, which represents a pivotal moment in the evolution of ancient Greek philosophy. Emerging in the 5th century BCE in the same Greek colony of Elea, the school sought to articulate a coherent metaphysical system that challenged prevailing beliefs about the nature of reality. Central to the Eleatic school's philosophy was the rejection of the sensory world as illusory and transient. Parmenides, the school's foremost figure, posited a radical ontological framework wherein he distinguished between the realm of truth, characterized by immutable being, and the realm of appearances, characterized by illusion and change. This foundational dichotomy laid the groundwork for the Eleatic conception of reality, which emphasized the primacy of a unified, unchanging, and eternal existence. At the heart of Eleatic philosophy lies the principle of monism, the doctrine that posits the fundamental unity and indivisibility of all existence. Parmenides, considered the father of monism, articulated this principle in his seminal work, On Nature. According to Parmenides, reality is singular, homogeneous, and eternal, devoid of multiplicity or change. This monistic perspective challenged the prevailing cosmogonies of the time, which posited a chaotic and diverse cosmos governed by capricious forces. By asserting the essential oneness of being, Parmenides inaugurated a philosophical tradition that sought to penetrate beyond the veil of appearances and discern the underlying unity that binds all existence together. The Eleatic school's commitment to monism found expression not only in Parmenides' metaphysical speculations but also in the work of his disciple, Zeno of Elea. Zeno's paradoxes, such as the famous dichotomy paradox and Achilles and the tortoise paradox, challenging conventional notions of space, time, and motion, served to elucidate and defend the monistic worldview against potential objections. Through intricate logical arguments, Zeno sought to demonstrate the impossibility of plurality and change within a monistic framework, thereby reinforcing the Eleatic commitment to the unity and immutability of reality. In this way, the Eleatic school's philosophy of monism emerged as a profound and enduring contribution to the history of Western thought, shaping subsequent developments in metaphysics, epistemology, and ontology. The personality of Parmenides was marked by a blend of rational inquiry and mystical intuition. In a world where myth and reason often intersected, Parmenides embarked on a path that demanded a relentless pursuit of truth. His character, shaped by the rigors of philosophical inquiry, reflected a stoic determination to transcend the superficial and delve into the profound mysteries of the cosmos. This disposition not only set him apart from his peers but also paved the way for a groundbreaking exploration of reality's very nature. As Parmenides navigated the intellectual currents of his time, he was not merely a passive observer but an active participant in the socio-cultural dynamics that unfolded around him. In the crucible of ancient Greece, where ideas clashed and merged, Parmenides' philosophical stance became a catalyst for change. His work wasn't confined to abstract musings. It resonated with the broader dynamics of his era, influencing the socio-cultural progress of mankind. Parmenides' intellectual initiatives were not isolated endeavors, but rather timely interventions that intersected with the unfolding historical tapestry. His ideas, often perceived as game-changers, had a lasting impact on the trajectory of philosophical thought. The dichotomy he presented between the realm of being and non-being laid the groundwork for subsequent philosophical inquiries, shaping the contours of metaphysical discourse for centuries to come. Following Parmenides, the Eleatic school experienced further development and refinement through the contributions of his successors, including Zeno and Melissus of Samos. Melissus of Samos, another prominent figure in the Eleatic tradition, expanded upon Parmenides' metaphysical framework while also engaging with contemporary philosophical debates. In his work on nature, Melissus extended Parmenides' monistic principles to include the infinite and boundless nature of reality. Rejecting the notion of a finite cosmos subject to change, Melissus argued for the eternal and unchanging nature of the universe, positing a conception of reality as a single, indivisible whole. His contributions to Eleatic philosophy further solidified its influence and relevance within the broader landscape of ancient Greek thought. While the Eleatic school reached its apex with Parmenides, Zeno, and Melissus, its influence persisted through subsequent generations of philosophers who drew upon its principles and insights. Plato, for instance, engaged extensively with Eleatic ideas in his dialogues, incorporating elements of Eleatic ontology into his own metaphysical framework. Aristotle grappled with Eleatic arguments and concepts, offering critiques and refinements that shaped the development of metaphysics in the centuries to come. Thus, the legacy of the Eleatic school extends far beyond its founders, resonating through the corridors of Western philosophy and leaving an enduring imprint on the intellectual landscape of antiquity and beyond. In the expansive canvas of Parmenides' life, his travels and interactions with other luminaries added intricate details to the narrative. Whether engaging with Pythagorean mystics or challenging the doctrines of Heraclitus, Parmenides' collaborations were not mere intellectual exchanges, they were crucibles where ideas were refined and tested. His presence in Elea, a melting pot of philosophical ferment, positioned him at the crossroads of diverse intellectual currents, allowing for a synthesis of thought that echoed through the annals of history. Parmenides' major works, though fragmented in contemporary accounts, reveal glimpses of a mind grappling with the foundational principles of reality. Although being his only direct surviving work and incomplete, his On Nature stands as a testament to his philosophical acumen, presenting a vision that departed from the flux-oriented doctrines of his predecessors. The distinction he drew between the realm of truth and the deceptive world of appearances laid the groundwork for a metaphysical paradigm shift. Comparisons with prior and contemporary luminaries illuminate Parmenides' distinctive contributions. In a philosophical landscape marked by the materialism of Thales and the flux theories of Heraclitus, Parmenides' emphasis on the unchanging nature of reality offered a radical departure. While his predecessors sought explanations in the tangible and the mutable, Parmenides beckoned towards a transcendent realm of pure being, an intellectual departure that would influence the trajectory of Western philosophy. Parmenides' legacy extends beyond the annals of philosophy, touching the very fabric of human civilization. His inquiries into the nature of existence, reality, and knowledge laid the foundation for a more nuanced understanding of the cosmos. The impact of his ideas reverberated through subsequent generations, influencing thinkers like Plato and Aristotle, and contributing to the development of metaphysics and epistemology. The circumstances of Parmenides' death, shrouded in historical ambiguity, do little to dim the brilliance of his intellectual legacy. His passing, presumed to have occurred around 450 BCE, marks the end of a life devoted to unraveling the mysteries of existence. The enduring impact of Parmenides' ideas transcends the confines of his temporal existence, casting a profound shadow on the philosophical landscape that would endure for millennia. In the grand tapestry of ancient thought, Parmenides stands as a luminary whose brilliance pierces through the veil of uncertainty. His life, marked by intellectual rigor and philosophical audacity, unfolds as a captivating chapter in the story of human inquiry. From the corridors of Elea to the broader canvas of ancient Greece, Parmenides' journey becomes a testament to the indomitable human spirit, seeking, questioning, and unraveling the threads of reality in pursuit of a truth that transcends the ephemeral contours of existence.